Starlink recently made some big changes to their roam plan, and it's better than ever. They added 50 gigabytes to the standard 50 gigabyte roam plan, so now there's 100 gigabytes, basically getting 50 for free, same price. The fact that they doubled the gigabytes is huge because now we're getting an extra 50 gigabytes for free. All this information is for people inside Canada, the United States, and Mexico. If you're outside of those countries, then different rules apply. After you hit your 100 gigabyte allotment, it switches over to low speed data, but it's unlimited, so you have unlimited low speed data. The low speed data is super useful for Wi-Fi calling. You can do like limited standard definition video watching and emails, stuff like that. It's actually a pretty good service, and I think most people don't realize how helpful the low speed internet is. You can also access the low speed internet by going onto their standard plan. And Starlink's plans are basically built in 3 tiers. There's basically small, medium, and large. The small plan is their standby plan. The medium plan is Roam 100, the one that used to be Roam 50. And then there's Roam Unlimited, which self-explanatory. When you originally purchase your dish from Starlink.com, you're only gonna see 2 options. You're gonna see Roam Unlimited and Roam 100. But once you activate your dish with one of those plans, then you can go back and put it on standby mode if you ever want to go down to the $5 a month plan. The Roam Unlimited is slightly deprioritized, and we know that because there's also a local priority and global priority. So those priority plans get you the highest priority access and the highest speeds possible. Realistically, we don't see much of a difference between the speeds in those plans. That might change as more people adopt Starlink and you travel to more congested areas where there's more Starlink. Priority plans are really awesome for businesses if you want the highest priority data, no throttling, but the problem is you have to purchase that data in predefined blocks. It's honestly super hard to know what plan to pick, and so here's a couple scenarios that might help. If you're a casual camper that goes out once or twice a month, you should probably go with the Roam Unlimited plan. It's a good way to get high speed, fast data, but you're probably not going to be using it as a main internet source. If you're working remote and depend on the Starlink for internet connection, you're definitely going to want Roam Unlimited because then you have unlimited, super fast data, never going to have to worry about it. Another scenario is your RV is parked for the winter and it's in storage. You might consider the standby plan for $5 a month because it can run any sort of IoT device, maybe a security camera, burglar alarm, something like that. And then you can have real-time data coming from your RV while it's in storage. Overall, these changes benefit users. It's good to get more data for free. I mean, getting an extra 50 gigabytes of data is super awesome. And Starlink has done quite a bit over the years to try to refine their plans and make it as simple as possible. Really, they have a small, a medium, and a large plan that basically breaks down to how much data you need. If you just activated your Starlink for the first time, the best plan is probably the Roam 100. It's a great way to test out Starlink, kind of get a feel for it and see what it's like, and get used to using the Starlink platform. But if you know you're going to be using it all the time, you might as well just go for the Roam Unlimited. So the fine print on the unlimited data after your 100 gigabyte allotment says for basic communication, Wi-Fi calling, connectivity, versus the standby plan's fine print says for emergency use and reactivation. Does that mean there's a different speed between the two? We don't know yet. And see, this is where I think people misunderstand. The standby plan is actually really awesome. It's only $5 a month, but it can pretty easily handle Wi-Fi calling, light internet browsing. You can load most websites. Once you start to play video, you have to play back at standard definition or it's a little choppy. But the standby mode for $5 a month is actually really, really good. A very good hack is to turn your device on low data mode. It uses quite a bit less data, and then you can oftentimes get by using the Roam Unlimited plan if you want to save some money. That said, if you're not going to use the dish for a few months, throw it on standby for $5 a month. $60 a year, and it's actually pretty usable internet. I think most people misunderstand how helpful standby mode is. My suggestion to most people is to try the Roam 100 plan. It's $50 a month, it's not too terrible, and it really gives a good introduction to the Starlink ecosystem and gets you familiar with how to use Starlink, how to set it up. And for a lot of people, 100 gigabytes will get them a full month of usage.